Welcome to the Real Estate Scripts Podcast, the show that helps you know what to say when you're talking to buyers and sellers so that you can close more deals and earn more money. I'm Darren Tunstall, a real estate professional, coach, and #1 best-selling author. Let's get into this. Before we begin today's episode, I want to clarify some important points. I am a licensed real estate agent and my DRE number is 018534445. It's crucial to note that this podcast operates independently of my affiliation with Keller Williams Realty and any realtor associations. My primary goal with this podcast is to provide you, our listeners, with valuable information, insights, and practical tools. As a reminder, the purpose of Scripts and Dialogues is to come, learn, practice, and be prepared to fail forward. This is where we make mistakes and help each other out, but we're mostly interested in seeing how we can get better. First, we read through the script word for word, and then we go back and put it into our own natural tone, style, and phrasing. You won't know what to say until you go through the script. So, with that said, many people will say, that's not how I sound, and I totally get it. That's not how you sound. But that is the reason why we practice every day, so that the script becomes you and in your own voice. So, read it word for word first, then go back and put it into your own natural tone, style, and phrasing, and I think it'll work out. All right, so today's script is called Qualifying Open House Visitors as Potential Buyers and Sellers. And in this scenario, you interact with a potential buyer or seller at an open house. Your goal is to establish a connection, gather information about the visitor's real estate needs, and schedule an appointment for further discussion. The requirements are strong communication skills, active listening ability, empathy and interpersonal skills, and the knowledge of local real estate market. The intention is to engage open house visitors in meaningful conversations, understand their real estate needs, and encourage them to consider becoming dedicated clients. All right, Frida. So let's have you be the agent hosting the open house. So when you're ready,
All right.
I'm your person.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. So good to see you. I'm glad you could make it. Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm here. This is I mean, nice house. I've never been here. I lived in the neighborhood for a while.
Oh, okay. Well, good, good. What's your name? And you,
Um, Darren.
your name is Darren. Oh, well,
Yeah.
hi, Darren. I'm
Hello.
Frida Wilson, and I am the realtor here listing this property. Have a look around and let me know what you think about the property, okay?
Sounds good. All right. So, walking around the house, taking a look, checking everything out. Okay, cool. Right on.
Okay, oh, in the right script. So what do you think about the house?
I mean, it's nice, lived in the neighborhood for a while. I haven't never been in this particular house, but always
Um,
been kind of curious.
okay, and you know what, Darren? I did not have you sign in, so can I please have you sign in?
No, I don't really want to.
Well, we like to know who was in the property because someone does live here, and we like to know who was in the property just for safety and security for the owners of the home. I'm
Yeah,
sure you
I've had
understand
nothing
that.
but bad experiences with people taking my name and number and email and just constantly calling me and emailing me every time. So I'm not gonna do that. But I appreciate you letting me see the house. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Well, are you in the market to sell?
Um, nah, you know, not really.
Are you looking to buy anytime soon?
Not really. Just looking.
My husband and I do that a lot, actually. We go to open houses and we like to see new properties and what's going on and how they decorate and all of that. So, well, tell me what you think about this house and what are your thoughts? Is this a property you would consider buying?
I mean, it's nice. Kind of smells a little bit. It's kind of weird, but
Really? What does it smell like?
chlorine. I don't know. I get chlorine. It's weird.
Nice and clean, huh? Chlorine. Okay, well, I appreciate you letting me know that. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Do you live
Uh,
in this area?
I do. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Do you own in the area?
I do. Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
do. Like I said, we lived here for a while, saw this house for sale, just wanted to check it out and see how it is.
Okay. And you're really not in the market to buy at this time, huh?
No, I'm not. Just wanted to check it out.
You happen to know anybody that's in the market to buy or sell?
Maybe it's something I gotta think about.
Oh, okay. Well, at least take my cards here. And if I can answer any questions for you, thank you for letting me know that it smells like chlorine. I will see what we can do about that. I guess, the cleanup crew, they forgot to clean up the chlorine smell.
Yeah, yeah. How long you
So,
been doing real estate for?
actually, I am with Keller Williams, as I said before, and I'm on a team of people, and collectively we have about 20 years of experience buying and selling here in the San Diego market. So we work together and we do a fabulous job at buying and selling and making sure that our customers are satisfied with the service we provide.
Hmm. So how long have you been doing real estate for?
Again, together we have about 20 years. And I am focusing on the open houses here lately, helping to just show visibility to our properties. And hopefully, I get to meet charming people like yourself and get to establish business relationships.
Hmm.
Personally, this is my first year selling. But as I said, we work together as a team. So collectively, we have 20 years of industry business together, selling, market analysis, helping customers purchase, doing home valuations, things of that sort. So we just have a collaboration of experience and we all have our expertise. Some of us are good at marketing, some of us are good at coaching, others are better at selling. So together we make a complete package. We work as a team.
Hmm. Well, that's
Any
good to
other
know.
questions I can ask for you? Yeah.
No, that's about it for me. I gotta get going. So thanks for
Oh,
letting me see the house, and I gotta go home now.
okay, well, I do appreciate you coming by and thanks for taking my cards. If you have any questions or need anything, let me know.
Sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're a booger I ran into people like you.
That's all right. We're gonna
The
do it
one
again,
that was
though.
like, she wouldn't take my card, she wouldn't take my pen,
Yeah.
she didn't want to sign in. I was like, okay, but her husband was the nice one. She was the not so friendly one. She was like,
Well,
look,
there's a lot of people that are standoffish like that, and
yeah,
it's so let's do it by the script now. When you're
okay,
ready, go again.
okay. Well, welcome to the open house. I'm glad you could make it. My name is Frida Williams, and I'm the listing agent for this property. Have you had a chance to look around?
Absolutely. It's this home looks very nice, and um, I, I think it's beautiful. I love what you guys have done here and how they've taken care of the home.
Oh, nice, nice. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you think so. It's a great property actually with a lot to offer. And question for you, are you currently in the market to buy a new home? Or are you considering selling your property?
You know, definitely have been thinking about potentially selling our home and finding something that better fits, our needs now. Um, so yeah, I think we're thinking about it.
Oh, well, I'd be happy to help you with that. Can I get you to sign in? This is a private residence, and we like to get all the visitors that come through to sign in so that the owners know who actually has been through the house, if that's okay with you.
Sure. Okay, here we go. I just signed in.
Awesome. And selling a home and finding a new one can be quite a journey, as I'm sure you probably are experiencing. Could you tell me a bit more about what you're looking for in a new home?
Yeah, I mean, we really like outdoor space. We really like an open house that like more of like a great room type scenario to keep the family just kind of together and experiencing each other and but definitely a lot more open house space. For sure at least 3 bedroom, at least 2 bathroom. Daughter just recently moved out and she's in college, so we're thinking about, potentially maybe even downsizing to something a little bit smaller, but with a lot of land. So
Okay,
stuff
so
like that.
potentially two bedrooms? Because you said a little smaller?
Nope, nope, it has to be three because
Okay.
I mean, because we already live in a 33 our house is already 3,000 square feet, so if we can go down to like 2,000 with three
Okay.
bedrooms because when she comes home or whatever, we want a place, for people to stay still.
Yeah, totally understood. When open layout and outdoor space can really enhance your living experience. And it sounds like you enjoy hosting gatherings. Did I pick up on that correctly?
Yeah, occasionally, you know, but then people just need to
Okay.
go home at the end of the night. So
I know what you mean. You and my husband share the same sentiments. He's like, they can come visit, but then they can leave.
that's right. That's right. I like your husband.
Yeah. Well, I can certainly help you find properties that match your criteria. And by the way, have you considered what your timeline looks like for selling your current home?
Um, I haven't really thought about it. We just started thinking maybe it's time to do something, but I guess if something comes up within say the next 6 months or so, then I think that would be a good starting point.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, planning ahead is a smart move. And if you're comfortable, I'd love to set up a more in-depth conversation with you about your real estate needs and how I can assist you. Then we can discuss a timeline, your preferences, and any questions you might have. What does that sound like?
I mean, that sounds awesome. I mean, just to have a little bit of guidance on the whole process, we've only purchased one home in the past, so
Okay.
I don't know anything and everything about it, but I would absolutely love to have at least take another step and see what that might look like.
Okay, well, absolutely. Yeah, I can be available to provide all the support you need. So let's exchange information. I have your information here. Let's see. Can I get you to add your email address? And here's my business card. And what's your time looking like for the rest of the week?
I mean, typically I'm available every single day, but in a time between 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock. So my mornings are always busy, but yeah, I mean, what's today? Tuesday, so maybe we can shoot for Thursday. How's that sound? Three
Oh,
o'clock?
Thursday sounds perfect. Yeah, Thursday around 1?
3 o'clock?
Oh, 3? 3 is perfect.
Hmm.
Absolutely. So we can meet in my office, which is not very far from here. Do you live in the area?
Yeah, I just live, a couple of blocks away.
Okay, awesome, awesome. So again, you have my card. If you have any questions in the meantime, you can text me or just give me a call, and I look forward to meeting with you. Will you be buying the home alone, or will your wife be part of the transaction?
Yeah, well, yeah, we buy jointly, so it'll be by my wife and I both.
Okay, so great. So I'm looking forward to meeting her as well. What's her name?
Karen,
Karen?
Darren and Karen.
Oh, wow. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Well, thank you so much, and I'll be in touch very soon. And like I said, in the meantime, feel free to just reach out with any questions you have, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no,
Awesome.
absolutely. I appreciate it. So, just out of curiosity, how long you been doing real estate?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question. I get that a lot. And I'm a part of this team that is under Keller Williams Realty, and we call it RePros.
Mm-hmm.
And we have collectively 20 years of experience. So we work together as a team. We all have specific roles. As you can see, I hosting the open house, but we all do all aspects of the business, from marketing to showing houses, to setting up meetings, to answering questions and so forth. So we work as a team and we lean on each other's expertise.
Cool.
And so
Sounds
you
good.
would definitely have a lot of experience behind you in showing and selling properties.
Okay, well, that's perfect. I was just kind of curious. I mean, I'm down for people who are new and people who are not new. So,
Oh,
all right, Frida,
awesome.
we're finished. Um, all right, y'all. So I gave Frida nothing but hell the first time around. Um, I
Yeah.
was I was a complete ass, if I can say. All right. So but she handled herself pretty decently, and then we did it again by the script. So when you're in breakout, sometimes feel free to switch it around And once you've read through the script here and there, but make sure that we practice it, accordingly as well. But I wanted to take a couple approaches, one by the script, but I didn't do that one first. I was a complete ass the first time. Wouldn't you
Yes,
agree?
yes.
Yeah. So, but I am curious to hear from everybody else. You know, is it, how typical is it for you to have just a straight on easy conversation with people, and how do you overcome some of those things?
And I think it went well. And both times I did it, I forgot to ask the address where I was going for the meeting, so that could have been an issue. But um, that was about it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anybody else?
Um, for me, you're asking how typical this conversation would be like an easygoing person.
Yeah, or just in general, I mean, what are your thoughts about about how you would handle this particular scenario in a open house situation when you're hosting open houses?
Yeah.
'Cause go ahead.
For me, it's it's not typical at all to have an easygoing person. I don't think I've like maybe like a couple like once in a blue moon, I'm like talking to someone who actually like wants to talk to, talk to
It,
me about it too. Because like people are I don't know. I did a scenario with Emily just now. It was actually a a someone who walked into an open house that said the same exact thing to me. So I kind of just wanted to see how she would handle it. I was also a lot nicer than that person. Um,
sh-
but
share it. What happened?
he was like, "Oh, well, we're waiting for our son to um graduate high school and he's moving out to college and the downsize is a maybe at this point." But I did get his phone number and I call him. I called him um like a couple times. I first got his number like after the open house, like that
Hmm.
following week. And he texted me back and he said the downsize is a maybe at this point. And then now he doesn't respond. So I just call him like once or twice a month and leave a voicemail.
But you got to
Hmm.
figure he's probably now is a good time because his son is graduating now, right?
Yeah, but he never answers me. So I
Mm.
just don't
So,
know.
so I have a couple questions for everybody. Um, and we'll try to do this within a timely manner. But the question is number one, what's the purpose of hosting an open house? If it's not your listing, for example, what's the purpose of hosting an open house?
To get
To get
leads.
buyers.
Buyers and sellers, right?
No,
Is it to actually sell that particular house?
no.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. I would say yes and no. You're there, helping the listing agent to do some marketing for their open house. And should someone be interested, obviously you want to help write that offer if they're not represented by another agent, right? But it's a way to meet new people, buyers and sellers. Um, Now with situations like that you're dealing with, you got the number, you got information, which is great. Now he's just sort of ghosting you, which is horrible. Now, I have a couple of other examples where people felt like they were being ghosted. And a couple of months went by, only to find out that that person had been out of town for a couple of months too, meaning out of the country. And it was, instead of just hounding them over and over and over again, I'm not saying that you are, I'm just saying we don't know what's going on in people's situations and lives. Just do the follow-up. Just stay consistent, add a little bit of automation, maybe a drip system here and there too, and see what happens over time. Jim and I were talking yesterday about the consistency of things. Um, you know, People aren't going to just buy the first day that they meet you or sell the first day that they meet you. It takes a lot of rapport building. It takes a lot of trust in getting to know each other. It's like dating. I'm not going to meet the first girl on the block and marry her. Some people have done that and they've been hugely successful. Some people have knocked on doors and the first door they knocked on, you know, yeah, I want to sell. But how often does that happen? Or the second door in Jim's case. So just continue to, in that case, just continue to build the rapport, continue to follow up and see what happens. If they unsubscribe, then we know. If they block your calls, then they know. Stephanie says it took me 2 years of reaching out and being ghosted for one of my current buyers, but he's now ready and receptive. Keep the follow-up going. She just put that in a text. So does that help a little bit?
Yeah,
Yes. So
absolutely.
I had another client who had a multifamily unit, by the way, who like for 4 years straight, kept on telling me, I want to sell, I want to sell, I want to sell. And then all of a sudden he stopped communicating. And then one day out of the blue, he calls me, hey, I'm ready. I'm like, all right. This was several years ago. It happens. I had a lady on our list for a while that she was just on her drip, on her drip, on her drip. One day she calls me. This was out in Chula Vista. She says, ready to sell. I'm like, wait, who are you? I totally did not realize that she was on the drip, but it happens. What else can we add to this? It's 9 o'clock, so if anybody needs to go, I want to make sure that you're familiar with that time. So if you need to go, go. Otherwise, I'm here till 9:15.
See you tomorrow.
All right, sounds good. Thank you all. Thank you, Frida.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay.
All right, so that's the script. I hope that you found it useful. Just head over to realestatescriptspractice.com for more resources and downloads. This podcast is for the purpose of education only, and it does not make any guarantees. We suggest you seek out the help of your broker, coach, mentor, CPA, or attorney. Brought to you by Darren Tunstall, California DRE number 018534445.